Well, today I'm going to do another unboxing and review on another radio. I just recently did a unboxing and review on this handheld scanner, the Whistler W1010. If you want to see that, I will put a link somewhere up here, I guess, to that. Check that out. Today I'm going to unbox and check out the Tecsun PL660. This is a shortwave radio. I have enjoyed shortwave listening since I was a little boy, and my dad came home at some point with a shortwave radio, probably from the 50s or 60s, and I can remember sitting there day and night and just going through the dial and hearing all this stuff. I don't remember how I learned about shortwave and what it is and all that, but I was just absolutely amazed at what you could hear on a shortwave radio, especially at night. It just seemed to come alive. So I have kind of a history of having some shortwave radios. I had a small radio like this at one time, a realistic, and it was okay, but it was very cheap and inexpensive, and it didn't have anywhere near the coverage that this is going to provide. And I also had a 1948 Hammerland, and I want to say it's an HQ 120, 126 perhaps. I have one whole video of this radio, and this is before I was ever on YouTube, and as you can see, the quality is not very good. I don't even remember the camera that I used, but I owned this 1948 Hammerland for a while, and I listened to it, and I was amazed at the things I picked up on it, and I kind of regret having sold it, but a guy offered me so much more money for it than what I paid for it that I just had to take the deal. But so I do kind of miss that old radio, but it was big and heavy and bulky, and it put out a lot of heat, and it was kind of a drag. So now I have bought this Tecsun PL660. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. It does a tremendous amount of stuff that I'm probably not going to fool around with. So this is not going to be a complete review by any means. It's just going to be unboxing it, see what we get, and then firing it up for the first time and going through the shortwave stuff. So you get this situation here, which is warranty and all that good stuff, and then we got an instruction manual. I will have to go through that and figure out what I'm doing, but this looks simple enough that I should be able to just kind of get it up and running. I'm here in my house. I don't expect to hardly pick up anything on the shortwave band in here. Alrighty. Well, there is a definite new car smell here that I can smell right off the bat. Oh, there we go. Look at this. It's got a hand strap, which seems kind of unusual. This is a very thin radio. It's got the protective cover on. We'll leave that. This is a very, very thin, pretty small radio compared to the handheld scanner. It's, of course, bigger, but it has a nice feel, and it smells like a new car. So a couple of things. I've already watched a review or two on this, and it has a very, very long antenna that will come out, and I don't remember right off the top of my head how long that is, but it's going to be kind of obnoxiously long. So you can set that thing like that, but it doesn't sit really well. There's going to be a little pull out deal here, and that's as far as it comes out. Now that does make it a little bit more stable, but it's still a little shaky, because when that antenna comes up, that's going to add a lot of top weight. But there also is this little door in the back. What does this say? It gives me my frequency coverage there. Some information, but you Pop that open, and now this radio can sit at an angle. That would be perfect to sit on a desk. Alrighty, well, so let's go ahead and we'll get ready to put some battery. It will require 4 batteries, and again I'm going to be able to use my 4 rechargeable batteries. When I did the scanner video, I called these nickel palladium batteries. That's not right. These are metal hydride batteries. I'm sure somebody's going to call me on that. So it's going to require 4 more of those. And apparently I will be able to maintain and charge them right in this thing, according to what I've seen. So let's continue digging into the box here. Oh yeah, lots of stuff down there. So in here we get a nice little case to hold this in. Again, very much a new car smell. So it comes with some batteries. I'm going to use, like I said, my rechargeables. And then we've got the power wall plug, so we can power that up. And what else do we got? Let's just go ahead and pull these 2 items out. I think that's pretty much it. All right. So what we got here, this should be the antenna. This will have a long wire antenna that will plug in right there for shortwave and FM. And down here we have a headphone jack, and then the power cord is there, and then we have an antenna gain switch and a tone and treble bass. Alright, so the instruction book will have, I'm assuming, all the information on how to operate this. Yeah. Okay, well this looks simple enough that I'm going to just fire this right up and see what I can tune in really quick here in my house. And eventually I'm going to be using the long wire, but that's going to be some time. It's gonna take a long time. We don't need to open that up, so let's go ahead and get some batteries in here. Alright, it shows you right there how to get your batteries going in there. Let's see what happens here. Nothing blew up, so that's a nice tight fit. There we go. And there we are. We've got an instant screen. Right here I've got, it's telling me I've got nickel hydride batteries in there. It's already started the clock and whatever that is there. I don't even know what that is. So the power button's up here. Here we've got air, we got single sideband, the sync, I'm not sure about that, and then FM and AM. And to go to shortwave, well, let's first turn it on. Let's see what happens there. There we go. Volume. So we've got some information here. We show that we got a scale of 1 through 5. I'm on 87 megahertz FM. So let's hit the air button. Now you got a little picture of an airplane. Starts out at 111 at 118.0. Our tower here is 119.4. Let's see if we can just 119. I don't see a point. I don't see a decimal point. Okay, let's redo that. It jumped all the way back. 119. 4. There's no enter key. So that's our tower. And there's nothing. Oh, look at that. So now I can actually move around back to 119.4. So it's on slow right now. So I believe if you hit the step button, so when it's on slow, it's only moving 1/10 there. Let's hit. I think you gotta hold it down. It didn't do anything. Okay, anyway, I thought that's how you change it to fast. But I'm not hearing anything, so let's go to sideband, and it's not doing anything. Shortwave is what I really want, and that's what it's on, shortwave BM. I don't know what BM means. So now we're on 11.45 kilohertz, megahertz. Let's try the arrow key. That's going to be 13.6. The shortwave spectrum is basically 1 to 30 megahertz. So let's see, let's just keep going up with it. There's 15 megahertz. So one of the things I really enjoyed listening to, and every shortwave guy should know about this, is WWV in Fort Collins, Colorado. And I could hear it there, I could hear it. And that is the UTC time, Coordinated Universal Time. It's broadcast in Fort Collins, Colorado. It's a radio station called WWV, and they broadcast on 2.5, 5, 10, 15, and 20 megahertz. And I only know this from my history back. I used to always tune that in and listen to it. It's constantly giving you the time of day. Every minute it gives you the time. It's an extremely accurate atomic clock, and so there's two stations, WWV in Fort Collins, Colorado, and WWVH in Hawaii. So I'm hearing it slightly. I can hear not the ticking of the clock, but that's the tone. Oh, I can just barely hear the tone. Why don't we? Let's see how this is going to look on camera if I put out my little deal in the back here. I'm going to be stuck on shortwave for the rest of this video. I'm not even going to get out of it. So, oh, now you can hear it as I'm touching this thing. Can you hear that tone? And I can hear the clock ticking, more or less. Let's pull our antenna out. Unfortunately, I'm underneath a cupboard here, so I'm only going to be able to pull it out so far, but we can hear it. Now you can hear the announcer. There we go, that's Fort Collins, Colorado. And I'm picking that up from inside my house. So now let's continue on. So it looks like it's just as simple as hitting your arrow key. Now it goes up to 17.65. The next WWV should be on 20 megahertz. Let's see. That's going to take forever to get there unless I could make this step work. Oh, now it's on fast. Okay, now it just flipped to fast. There we go. Now the step has increased, so now we're moving really fast. We'll be at 20 megahertz really quick. And I'm not hearing anything at 20 megahertz. So let's go up. 25 would be my next WWV channel. Wow, what a difference putting it on the fast step. Oh, not too far. Wow, this is really nice. We're not hearing WWV there, so let's continue on. There is 2.3. So now we started back over. So they started, WWV starts on 2.5. And I'm not hearing nothing there, so now let's go up to 2.55. Oh, and it stopped right on 5. Alright, let's go back up to 10. And it stopped right on 10. Wait a minute, I wasn't at 10 before. Alright, now let's go back up to 15. That's where we started. And there's 15. There we go. We can hear the tones. Alrighty, well that's cool. This is what I'm most interested in, is the shortwave listening, but obviously in my house it's not going to pick up worth a diddly. So we're going to need to take this thing outside and set it up somewhere. Oh. Now you can hear the clock ticking. They will give reports on solar and flares and all kinds of other stuff. Yeah, I like listening to WWV. That's coming in pretty good. I can't wait to take this thing outside and set it up and see what I can hear. We're out here with the radio on top of the truck. Let's open up that antenna and see what happens. With the antenna opened up. Oh, look how long that is. Now you can hear WWV very, very well. It's really strong. That's WWV on 15 megahertz. 20 megahertz isn't coming in. Well, it's not coming in. .5 is not coming in. 5 is not coming in. Oh, but 10 megahertz is coming in. Yeah, 10 and 15 megahertz. WWV is coming in pretty nice and loud out here on the hood of my truck. Tecsun radio cost me just a little over $100. The reviews on it are very, very good. I need to set my clock at some point, but I think this is going to be a great radio, and you know, there's a whole lot to do here. So that's going to be my quick review, unboxing and review of this. From what I've heard so far, this sounds like it's going to be a great radio to play around with and experiment with, and just see what's out there on shortwave, and eventually get to all the other stuff. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, subscribe, and share, and all that good stuff. So that is it for now. Thanks for watching.